I'm not bitter at all.
At all.
It's hard to know what's the most important part about it when it comes to the voting and things. I think from my point of view, you more get the gauge from the audience who are looking at the show. I think that is the most important thing, really, because the judges don't really ring in. And they're not going to vote for you, you know. So I think in that sense, I think that the judges' reaction are kind of more to help guide you and your partner to maybe what you can work on to improve the week or whatnot, and then I imagine it's the votes from the audience who keep it true, because if the audience aren't happy, well, they're not going to watch, and if they're not watching, well, then you don't have a show. You know what I mean? So it's that's the way I interpret it. But what do I know?
I think you're right though. I think sometimes the judges say stuff, you are interesting, say stuff, and it makes the people at home like inflate, it like, gets a reaction out of them, and they say some ridiculous things, don't they, you know, sometimes. So I reckon that's why, you know, it's entertainment at the end of the day, it's TV. So the most important thing out of all of it, judging wise and scoring wise, is the audience, and that's pretty much the only thing I learned this season.
But does anybody understand what Bruno actually means or says?
No, I don't understand what she's saying, but I love hearing her talk.
Yeah, me too.
It sounds so nice, doesn't it?
It's lovely.
What about Bruno?
Just pick on the foreigner.
No, but I'm saying Bruno, it's like, you know, he's like, oh, you're a beautiful butterfly, it was fantastic, you were soaring through the air, but it sucked. And you're like, what? Or he never really says it was good or bad, and you just kind of go, thank you. And it's funny because a lot of times, and from being in the show and then watching a lot, especially the celebrities' reactions, they're kind of like, what the heck is this guy saying? It's kind of like that pasted smile on your face because you just want to go, what are you saying? But I still don't understand what he says.
We have a question right down here in the front.
My name is Katya, and I'm from Boston. And my question...
So Boston.
My question is for Kim Johnson. I missed you last season. I know you've been busy. Thank you. And to me, you are Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And I want to ask you, I know how you have affected the show. I'd like to know what Dancing with the Stars has done for you.
Oh, that's so
Great
sweet.
question.
Yeah, Dancing with the Stars has just been incredible for me. I started Dancing with the Stars in Australia. That was my first season there. And in the beginning, because that was, I think it was in England first, and then Australia had it straight after. And I thought, really, a ballroom dancing show with celebrities? And I was a ballroom dancer, but I didn't think it would really work. And I was so surprised at how successful that first season was. Everybody loved it, and I now know why. It's seeing people out of their comfort zones. It's just incredible. And then to get the opportunity to come to the States and do Dancing with the Stars here was absolutely amazing. And I've gone on to do so many other things from doing Dancing with the Stars. It's been amazing. I did think I was going to get George Clooney when they asked me to come to America. Delusional. On the plane, my friends and I were like, oh my god, you're going to America, you're going to have, George or someone like that.
Well, thank goodness you got Joey.
Yeah.
No, well,
second.
It went from an A-list to a negative D.
My first one, I arrived at the studio, because you don't know who you're having until they walk in the door. And I'm still thinking it's going to be someone kind of like that. And
She's not even talking about me, this is the fun part.
I'm talking about you now. And then the producers, they were worried I didn't know, so they said, okay, we're going to tell you who it is. It's Jerry Springer. And I just...
Wah, wah.
But it was so far from what I was expecting that I think I couldn't hide the look on my face. And I quickly... As soon as he walked in the door, though, he's like the sweetest man, and I ended up having the best time. And then that gave me an A-lister the next season.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Good cover.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Thank God Joey's not bitter at all. We're coming to you in 1 second. We're going to go. No problem, sir. We have people in the balcony. You could have waited for him too. We'll go over here and then we'll come over to you. Yes.
Hi, I'm Jody from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Hi, Jody.
And I think we should talk romance.
Oh.
What's the policy And have there been romances
Well,
on the show?
well,
Here we go.
well, in Vegas, me and Carson actually started dating for a while. We had a great relationship in Vegas.
Nancy Grace and I were not involved. I know we have the same hairdo, but nothing happened. Nothing
There's a
happened.
lot of rumors though.
Except that one time.
Well, that one time, but
That was band camp.
Doesn't count.
no.
I wasn't actually thinking about you and Nancy, however.
Oh,
Actually, David Hasselhoff asked me that exact question when we started dancing together, and I was like, yes, there is definitely a rule against that. No, actually, I said to him, I said, you can, if we make the final, you can take me out to dinner. Or, I think I said something like, if we get kicked off first, I guess, we could go out to dinner, but or if we made the final. And he goes, well, I guess we're getting kicked off first. And we did. I was like, oh my gosh. We didn't go out for dinner though.
Well, things look really cozy, and you do get to see, you're with each other so often, and we feel, I think, that there are romances. I mean, are there romances? Or what? Come on.
Well, I mean, it's I was gonna say, well, like for me and Kim, it's like we hit it off almost like brother, like an old couple though, because we just bicker and yell at everybody or each other, like if we're on Palm Springs, like on a vacation somewhere. Like for us, it's just like we just gelled and clicked together really well, but it wasn't like.
Well, you're married, so.
It wasn't like.
and with my partner, I was like, you want me to put my leg where?
You do get very close very quick. I mean, it's two strangers meeting and then you're like, all right, hold me here, grab me here. It's kind of strange.
But it's weird because actually it's mostly believe it or not, the dancers that date. Like meaning like Max was with Karina, and then Peta,
Yeah.
and then.
I think what you see sometimes on TV and in the media, it can look as though there's a relationship and there's something romantic, but truly, 99% of the time, it's a lot of love and understanding for each other. We have to trust each other so much to do what we do. We have to become so involved in each other's lives and really get to know the other person. It's not just about faking it. You have to have a total understanding and comfort with each other to do the rumba, to do the paso doble, to throw each other around and be passionate. So sometimes it can come across like that, but a lot of the time we just make friends for a lifetime. And we meet some really special people, and it's an honour to get to know people like Joey and Carson behind that TV screen and get to know how much depth there is to them, and we have the honour of getting to know that.
There's a
So
lot
it's a
of depth
blessing
here.
for us too.
No, but it is true.
Great answer, Sean.
But it's amazing though, really, with the bond that you have with these people. Like for instance, you see some of these people, like for instance, like with Kim, I did season 4, not knowing that I was gonna have a friendship that's lasting how many years now? A few. But the thing is you're with these people almost 24/7. Like during rehearsals, we're together 4 or 5 hours a day, every day, for like 4 months, almost 3 or 4 months. And then all of a sudden we've done the cruise line, we've done the tour together. So it's kind of like it's an ongoing thing. It's like kind of like a big family. Once you're in it, it's like a cult maybe, like Scientology. You're in it.
Yeah, Scientology.
Right.
Well, better shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Pair of shoes. We have a question right over here. Yes, sir. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you. I have a question to the professionals, and to understand my question, I have to introduce myself a little. My name is Fred, and I have been competitively dancing in Canada, mostly imperial style, for 10 years up to pre-champ. Now, my question is, how can you dance to some music that has a completely different beat and tempo than the dance you're supposed to dance? As an example, Len made some couple dance in a very early season, a Viennese waltz to one of Elvis's blues. Other people have seen and heard dancing tango to four-step disco, or they dance a cha-cha to a tango. How can you do that? Do you have any input to what you want to dance to? That's my question.
They do actually tell you you've got 2 strikes. This is what I was told anyway. They told me you've got 2 strikes if you don't like a piece of music, and I was like, fair enough. And then in week 6 they gave me Cheeseburger in Paradise to dance the tango to, and I went, okay, I'll use one of my strikes, and they went,
No.